something about myself. Mr. Sanjay requested me to introduce myself. So I'll try to introduce myself in 1 minute or less than 1 minute. I'm based in the UK. We have 3 different sustainability initiatives. One is about sustainability certification. Second is about sustainable business directory. And the third one is a non-profit initiative, which we call SPSC ambassador. That is basically sustainable procurement and supply chain ambassador. That is not meant for making money. Before I started all these 3 initiatives, I was connected with sustainability, or especially social side of sustainability, from 1997. And in my previous global role as a purchasing director for Transocean, I was taking care of more than 5,000 suppliers through my team. And we were covering most of the part of the world, so maybe more than 50 countries. So based on that experience, which I have gathered working with various personalities around the world, I'll try to summarize something which I think should benefit you all. If you are an NGO, it will definitely benefit. If you are a businessman, this is exactly the seminar which you should be attending. Now, I may ask some questions during the webinar, and I think you are not allowed to talk. So as you are not allowed to talk, I would request if you can put your answers in the chat box. And I would love to know what you think about it. So let's start with the presentation. And I'll try to make it as crystal clear as possible and as helpful as possible, so that we stick to the basics rather than going detail into selling something about my organization. Let me share my screen. I hope you all can see my screen. So this is the first slide: building business credibility by integrating United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Most of you might be aware about the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. So that is my assumption. And I'm sorry if I assume that thing and you don't know about it, but I'll try to touch it for 30 seconds while presenting. So let's talk about the credibility side of the business first. So I assume we should ask ourselves a question: why are we attending the webinar? Why are we spending time attending this webinar? You might be attending webinar because of Professor Sanjay. You might be attending webinar for the topic of the webinar. And some of you might be attending because of me. If you have any comments, then please put your comments in the chat box. about why you are attending the webinar. What happens with these comments is at the end of the webinar, we'll be able to check whether we have attended to your comment or whether we have addressed your requirements or not. And if some of your requirements were not met, we can have one-on-one session, or we can have another session for that particular topic. I thank you everybody to support on the chat box. Now there's a photo on the screen. Now everybody knows this personality if you are an Indian. Am I right? So when you're talking about Amitabh Bachchan, everyone wants to associate themselves with Amitabh Bachchan. Why? The simple answer to associate themselves with Amitabh Bachchan is to increase their own credibility. Now look at the companies who use Amitabh Bachchan for advertisements. So Amitabh Bachchan is connected with many companies, but I have only written few out of many. So he is associated with polio vaccine, which is a government of India initiative, I hope. He's connected with Gujarat Tourism, which is a government of Gujarat initiative. So government of Gujarat paid a lot of money to associate themselves with Amitabh Bachchan. Why? The answer is very clear, credibility. They want to associate with a person who is of high reputation to increase their own reputation. So Dabur, 100-year-old company, they are associating themselves with Amitabh Bachchan. Cadbury, a well-known brand, they don't need any advertisement. They are trying to associate themselves with Amitabh Bachchan. Maggie, see all these companies. The main purpose of associating with Amitabh Bachchan is to either increase their business credibility or to create an awareness or to maintain the business credibility. Yeah, or brand image, you can say. Business credibility or brand image or brand equity for the marketing people. So we all came to know that, okay, by associating with someone of high repute, you can either maintain your credibility or increase your business credibility. And there are a number of ways to do it. It's not only by associating with Amitabh Bachchan or any other thing you can increase your business credibility. There are a number of ways. This is the easiest way, which Dabur, Cadbury's, Maggie, Gujarat Tourism, all this found this to be the best way. It is a big cost. So not everybody can afford it. I can't afford it. Small businessmen can't afford Amitabh Bachchan. So now tell me, how many of you would like to associate with this personality? I hope all of you can recognize this personality. It's Osama bin Laden. Will Cadbury associate their company with Osama bin Laden? No. Will you associate yourself with Osama bin Laden? No. Why? It reduces your credibility. It reduces your reputation. It reduces your brand image. It reduces your brand equity. So you are losing everything. Even if Osama bin Laden says, you can use my photo, you can use my name anywhere for free. Will you do it? You will not. Because it's about the business credibility. It is about your own credibility. So we don't associate with Osama bin Laden to increase or maintain our credibility. Now the question for you all. How can business or NGO improve credibility? So now I wish you all put your comments in the chat box. See, associating with Amitabh Bachchan is one way of increasing credibility. But there are 1,000 different ways to increase your business credibility. To me, the easiest way to increase your credibility is to walk the talk. Do what you say. If you do what you say, people will trust you next time. Not the first time, but the next time. So that is increase your credibility. So that is the easiest way to do it. But I would like to welcome all the participants comment in the chat box of the ways to increase or improve the credibility of your own business. And there are thousands of ways to do it. Some of the ways would be very cheap. Some of the ways would be very easy. And some of the ways would be out of the box. Out of the box means some innovative ways which I might not be knowing. Prof. Sanjay might not be knowing. But we would like to know those ways of improving business or NGO credibility. So while you are typing your answer, let me share you something about sustainability. So this is about the pillars of sustainability. So the first important pillar of sustainability is economic. Economic means if you don't have money, it is very difficult to survive. If we don't survive, we can't think good for others. The second important dimension of sustainability is once we survive, we can help others. We can make this world safer. We can make this world better by helping the society or helping any social cause. The third important pillar is environment. So these are the three pillars which most of the organization thinks about when they talk about sustainability. Now there are many other pillars of sustainability depending on the organization or depending on the individual. Like if you talk to some charity, then they will say ethics is very much important. If somebody is not ethical, then they don't care whether they are economically profit making or they are socially good or they are environmentally good. So this is one more dimension which some of us may say is required. Now some of us say that legal side of the business or the organization is very much important. If the things are done illegally, then I don't consider that thing good. I don't want to feed somebody after stealing someone's money. Now someone will say culture, heritage is very much important. Example, Ahmedabad is a UNESCO heritage site, correct? So in Ahmedabad, if there are heritage structure, Or in India, if there are heritage structure like Taj Mahal or Ajanta and Ellora caves, then we should not be thinking about destroying that Ajanta and Ellora caves and then building a sustainable building or sustainable business over there. So for government of India or government of Gujarat or the Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation, the culture and heritage criteria may be very much important. And if everything is met, but if this criteria is not met, then they will not consider that thing sustainable. And the last thing is technology. So these are the dimensions which various people takes care of it. And United Nations supports most of the criteria. I'm not sure about the technology side, but apart from technology, all other criteria are supported by United Nations as far as sustainability is concerned. Now, United Nations had a challenge. They want to make the world economically good. They want to make the world socially good, environmentally good, legally the best, ethically at the super best, and they don't want to destroy culture and heritage and everything. So now how can United Nations achieve all these things? And that is one thing, how to achieve it. Second thing is, how will they measure whether they have achieved something or not? So they came up with the Sustainable Development Goals. So this thing which they developed as a specific target, they have a specific way of measuring it, and they have a specific policy or they have specific procedure and the plan in place to achieve this. So these are United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Now, refer back to my first slide of Amitabh Bachchan. If you associate yourself or your business with Amitabh Bachchan, your business credibility goes up. But you have to pay money to Amitabh Bachchan. It's not free. Amitabh Bachchan may ask for 50 crore or 10 crore or 20 crore for endorsing your brand. Now, for a small businessman or for a charity or an NGO, it is very difficult to hire Amitabh Bachchan to endorse their business or NGO or charity. So now the easiest way to improve your brand image is to associate with United Nations. The second easiest way is to associate with United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. The third easiest way to improve your credibility is to associate with sustainability. So you have a choice and you can choose all three. You can associate with United Nations, which will improve your business's credibility. You can associate with United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, which will again do the same, and sustainability, which will again do the same. So all these three things are free. You have to just create one web page on your website, a separate web page. You will not be able to use the United Nations logo because that is not allowed. But you can use Sustainable Development Goals logo separately on a website page where you are not talking about making money. On that web page, don't advertise your product or services wherein you are making money. Talk about your company and talk about United Nations Sustainable Development Goals and how your company is trying to support those goals. So basically integrating your business with United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. So now how to integrate your business with Sustainable Development Goals? We are not going to cover in this particular webinar, but anyone who is interested in associating their business with Sustainable Development Goals will talk separately, and I'll cover that particular part, how we can help in future slides, which we'll display. So now let's talk about who says United Nations Sustainable Development Goals and sustainability integration is beneficial. I'm saying correct right now, but don't trust me. Anyone can say anything, correct? But you should trust a source which is having more credibility than me, which is having more credibility than the organization around you. So now let me show you which organization says that sustainability is beneficial to business or NGO. So the Oxford University says that thing. Now, Oxford University will not say anything without a proper research. They will have a data. They will have a proper research. And at the end of the research, they will come to some conclusion. Now, Harvard Business Review says that thing. Now, Harvard University is regarded as one of the top 10 universities in the world, along with Oxford University. They do a lot of research, they do a lot of surveys, they do a lot of hard work to come to some conclusion. Now, World Economic Forum says the same thing. Fortune magazine, the well-known Fortune magazine, they say the same thing. Forbes magazine, they say the same thing. OECD, Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, that is the full form of OECD. They say the same thing. So now, these all reputed institutes are saying that thing, what I am trying to tell you. So don't trust me, trust them. Now, the question is, I'm saying they are saying, but where is that information? Correct? You will say, okay, where can I find that information that Oxford University says something like that? Or Harvard Business, you can Google it and find it yourself. So that is not a big thing. But if you want that information readily available, then these are the links. So these are the links. You click the link and you will go to what I'm saying. So there is a proof of what I'm saying and on the what basis I'm saying this thing. Now, what are the benefits? Correct? Now they say, okay, associating with sustainability is good for business, which Oxford says, Harvard says, all the big institutes says. Now, what are the benefits? What benefits do they say that, okay, your business will get or your NGO will get? So now there is a 5-minute video. But the first 3 or 3.5 minute video is for knowledge. The last 2 minutes is for my company's advertisement. So I'll stop the video in between when my company's advertisement starts. So please don't think that why I stopped the video. Okay, 1 second.
wish to grow your business faster than your competitors for next 10 years or longer? Is your profit margin under pressure? Do you struggle to increase price for your products and services? Do you wish to enhance your brand image and company credibility with a limited budget and efforts? Various reputed institutions have suggested a potential solution. Oxford University, Forbes magazine, Fortune magazine, World Economic Forum, Harvard Business Review. The solution can take care of following aspects: grow revenue, increase exports, gain reputed customers, grow profit, improve profit margin, reduce cost, improve brand image, enhance company credibility, reduce risk, avoid risk, transfer risk. We need a permanent solution which can work in short term, medium term, as well as long term. We also want the solution to be easy, quick, and not expensive. So, what is that solution? We believe the potential solution is sustainability. Is this a theory, or there are also some real-life examples? Let us explore the real-life examples. The first revenue and profit margin growth example is of Nike. Nike embedded sustainability into its innovation process and created the $1 billion plus Flyknit line, which uses a specialized yarn system, requiring minimal labor and generating large profit margins. The second revenue growth example is of Tesla. Tesla created a business through sustainability. We all know that the company is now more valuable than all its competitors. The third revenue growth example is of Unilever and Nestlé. Unilever and Nespresso have invested in Rainforest Alliance certification to help farmers deal with climate volatility, reduce land degradation, and increase resilience to drought and humidity. Certification improved productivity and net income. The certified cocoa farmers produced 1,270 pounds of cocoa per hectare, compared with 736 pounds per hectare on non-certified farms. Net income was also significantly higher on certified cocoa farms than non-certified, $403 versus $113 per hectare. The fourth cost-saving example is of General Electric. General Electric GE reduced greenhouse gas emissions by 32% and water use by 45%, resulting in $300 million in savings. The fifth cost-saving example is of Dow Chemical. Dow Chemical has invested nearly $2 billion in improving resource efficiency and has saved $9.8 billion from reduced energy and wastewater consumption in manufacturing. The sixth risk mismanagement example is of British Petroleum, BP. By not following sustainability practice, British Petroleum lost $42 billion because of 2010 oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico. Looking at these examples, you may have realized the importance of sustainability. We can support your expectations faster, safer, cleaner, easier, smarter, and at an affordable price point.
So I have stopped the video because now it is about my company advertisement. And we are not here to advertise my company. So I've just stopped it. Let me reshare my screen. Save the presentation where we stopped. Okay, so let's move to the next slide of sustainability benefits. So now we mentioned about sustainability benefits. So four major benefits or four major areas where business can benefit because of SDG integration or sustainability integration is: one is improve credibility, increase business, increase profit, reduce risk. For major thing which any business needs, and it takes care of all four dimensions. So this is a small management philosophy 2x2 matrix of the things what we discussed. So now This is about sustainability, United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, and how it helps to increase your credibility, increase your revenue, increase your profit, and reduce your risk. Now we said about increase of export and increase of business. Now the main thing what comes to the Indian's mind, or maybe most of us who are a businessman, is I want to increase the business. And most of us wish to increase the business in Europe or America, or they want to increase their export. So now I'll take now the next 30 minutes or 25 minutes or 15 minutes will be focused on how UN SDG or the sustainability can help build your business credibility and improve your exports. So why I am talking about exports is basically, it will give you some insight. If you are an Indian company, or you are in Asia, or even if you are in the UK company who wants to export somewhere else, it will give you some knowledge of what the other company who wants to buy your product or services thinks, especially from the procurement perspective. Procurement means purchasing perspective. I have worked in procurement department, as I mentioned earlier. So I know how the procurement team works. We check the pricing. We check the commercial aspects. But we don't take any risk. If you give me something for free, I may not take it, if I think that is a risky thing to take. So the procurement or the purchasing community wants everything as cheap as possible, so at the lowest possible price. But we don't want to compromise on quality. We don't want to compromise on risk. We want zero risk. And now, from last 4 or 5 years, we also want to make sure that when we buy things from Asia or Africa or any other country, we also take care of the local laws. We also take care of sustainability. To support local governments. So I am based in the UK, correct? I need to take care of the UK government law if I am buying from India or anywhere in the world. So your product or your service, if it doesn't meet UK standards or law, the UK government will not catch you. The UK government will catch me because I imported the product in the UK. So now let's look at these dimensions, how sustainability can help increase your exports. So we need to look into, first thing is why British or the European organization expect sustainable suppliers. See, if I assume that you are having a shop who is making jalebi or sweet or kachori, correct? In your town, there will be 10 more people who are making kachori, jalebi. Now assume me as a buyer. I am based in the UK. I want to buy jalebi or kachori from someone. So I'll call Sanjay bhai. Sanjay bhai, who is a very good kachori or jalebi maker. And Sanjay bhai will say, this guy is good for quality and the taste is also good. I recommend him. So I'll follow Sanjay bhai's advice and I'll buy kachori and jalebi from what Sanjay Bhai told for my house. Easy, correct? Very easy. Now, in business, when the business organization is big, where the owner is not making the decision, how will the procurement person or the purchasing professional make a decision? They will definitely take someone's reference if it's available, but that reference is not good for them. Reason being, assume I am a purchasing person and I know somebody is making good jalebi over there. Sanjay Bhai has told me he is making good jalebi, but for my company, if I buy that jalebi from there and if there is some problem with the jalebi, then I can't tell my company that I asked Sanjay Bhai and Sanjay Bhai told me jalebi is good and so I bought it. My company will tell me that you are a purchasing professional, you bought an inferior quality jalebi because of your friend. You are not fit for purchasing. So my company will get rid of me. Correct? Because I did not buy jalebi which is having the right quality. So I can't blame Sanjay Bhai. The purchasing person, the purchasing or the procurement professional has to check the documentary evidence that they are doing the right thing. So if something goes wrong, the purchasing person provides that evidence to the company that, okay, I made the decision of buying jalebi from this company based on this evidence. I asked for 10 people, all 10 people gave me price 100 rupee, 90 rupee, 60 rupee, 70 rupee, 50 rupee. And I selected a 70 rupee supplier because he had this thing, quality, he has some certification, he was associated with United Nations Sustainable Development Goals or sustainability. All those kind of justification I'll give to my company. And then my company will say, no, you have done your right job. You checked everything and then you bought it. So you are not at fault. Even if jalebi is not good, I am not at fault. I have no problem. So now, as I have given you the example of how it works, now let's see why the companies want sustainable suppliers. So now these are the legal side of the discussion. So now this is all legal, correct? This is nothing to do with any commercial aspects. These are all legal requirements to be met. So the first law which UK has is Modern Slavery Act 2015. So the UK organization should not buy from Indian companies if Indian companies are not paying minimum wages, if Indian companies are asking their employees to work overtime without paying them overtime, if Indian companies doesn't pay salaries on time to their worker, if Indian companies don't take care of the health and safety of their employees. So there are lots of questions to be answered. And these all questions are to be answered by the procurement professional before buying. So he has to make a decision that by buying from this Indian company, will my company meet the UK government law on modern slavery? If I'm convinced, then I should buy from that supplier. Otherwise, I should not buy. So same kind of laws. Are one more law of UK, the Green Claim Code. Like people tell us, no, I am sustainable, I am green, I am energy efficient, I am eco-friendly. These are all claims which anybody makes around the world. are to be justified in the UK. So if I am the importer, and if the Indian company says this toothbrush is eco-friendly, then I have to tell in the UK market how that toothbrush is eco-friendly. The claim should be accurate. It should not be misleading. Misleading means, yeah, the half the brush is eco-friendly, the balance everything is made from plastic. So I need to make it clear to the world. So there are a lot of questions to be answered before I import that thing from India as an eco-friendly product. Now Germany, they are having similar law in place. Now France, they have the similar law in place. Italy, they have the similar law in place. European Union, this is a directive. This directive tells the European Union countries to make a law which is according to this particular directive. So indirectly, they are telling the governments to implement a strong law to protect the dignity of people working outside European Union. So now these are law. These laws are to be followed. So if my company is based in UK, I have to follow UK law. If I am based in Germany, then I will follow Germany law before I make purchase from India. So these are all things to be considered while exporting. Now as I mentioned, United Nations Sustainable Development Goals and sustainability and exports, these are all going to help you. Your sustainability, your Sustainable Development Goal Association, this is all going to help you, because when you will write that thing on your email, when you will write that thing on your website, the people who are going to import from your company, they will check those websites and data and information. So if I have checked 10 companies, and out of 10 companies, if I find some information in 3 companies, then I'll start talking to 3 people only. I'll not talk to all 10. I'll talk to only 3. And out of 3, I'll finalize 1. So if you are sustainable, if your organization is supporting sustainability, or your organization is supporting United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, it makes life easier for the procurement team of Europe to buy from you. They can convince their senior management easily that, okay, I bought from them because they are talking about sustainability. They are talking about United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. And this is what they have done till now. So the procurement professionals has an answer for their manager, for their owner, that why they are trying to buy from them. So now, I've given you the clue, and I also answered how to meet British and European expectation. So now I'll make it crystal clear. What I spoke, I'll make it crystal clear that how you can do it. Baby steps. Baby steps means anybody can do it. You can do it, I can do it, everybody can do it. And these are free, I mentioned. You can do it for free. You don't have to pay money to anybody. Public pledge. Now, public pledge is like you make an announcement on your website that I am going to do this thing. And after doing that thing, you publish that, okay, I have done this thing. And then if somebody has given you award, then publish it over there. Or if you have some certification, publish it on your website. So this is all easy thing. Now, second easy way is to learn about sustainability from United Nations. So there are 1,000+ courses of United Nations, they are free. They are online. And after you do that course, you also get a certificate of United Nations. So the courses are free. Courses are online. Courses gives you certificate. So as an individual, if you want to learn sustainability, this is your golden chance. And if you want to know about these courses, I can send you various links. I have 45 links of United Nations, and they will give you certificate. The course's length is from 2 hours to 20 hours. So in 2 hours time, you get one certificate of United Nations. After you pass the exam, definitely they will ask you 10 questions. And if you give 80% correct answer, you get a certificate. If you don't answer correctly, then they will give you one more chance to answer next 10 questions to check your knowledge. So this is one easy thing what you can do, or as an individual you can do. Connect your organization with United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. So now how to connect it? We can have a separate webinar on how to do it in a structured way. If you want to do it in a structured way, we can help you out. The second easiest way is to become a member of a reputed organization. An organization which is having a high reputation about sustainability. Now see, thing is, there are many organizations and most of them charge money. Okay, membership, this is my membership cost. So 10,000 rupee, 20,000 rupee, 30,000 rupee. So you have to find out the right organization which can give you free membership, which generally enhances your public profile. Or if you can't find any organization, then associate yourself with a charity or NGO which is doing something publicly good. So associate yourself with them. You may have to pay some money to support their cause. So try to find out some balance wherein you can support the cause or some social activity or environmental activity which fits your budget, and try to use their logo on your website or your marketing material. But definitely you have to take permission from the charity or NGO before doing that. It's not free. Okay, you should not be doing any cheating, because if you're doing that cheating of anything, then the European companies will not buy from you. Like example, if I go to your website and if I find United Nations logo on your website, I will not buy anything from you because I will see you as a fraud. United Nations doesn't permit anyone to use their logo on your website. But they do give you permission to use United Nations Sustainable Development Goals logos in a specific way, not the way you want. There is a specific rules and regulation, the way you can use it. So you can use it like that thing. Or the last thing is about SPSC Ambassador Initiative. That is my organization's initiative. It is totally free for sustainability supporting organizations, for charity, for individuals. So we don't charge any money about it, but I will not talk too much on it because this is my initiative. I am here not here to advertise it. Now the expensive way, correct? Now you have too much money. You can hire Amitabh Bachchan, okay? You have too much money. The best way is to hire Amitabh Bachchan to advertise your company. But some of the ways I have highlighted, jokes apart. You can hire a consultant. They will charge you some fees and provide you some guidance on how to do it. Or you can prepare ESG. ESG stands for Environment, Social, Governance report or CSR report. Prepare some report for your organization, what you have done last year, and publish it and share it with your British organization where you want to do the business. who you want to do the business with, they will love it. I can tell you. Even if they don't read the report, correct? I'm a purchasing professional. I don't have time to read your 100-page report. But if you send me that report, I'll open the document. I give 30 seconds for that 100-page document. How many seconds? 30 seconds. What judgment I'll make in 30 seconds? The first judgment I'll make it, this seems to be a good supplier. They are making some sustainability report, CSR report or ESG report. So they are doing something. Whether you are fake, you are doing it genuinely, I can't make out. But I can make out one thing, that you are different from other supplier. So if I want to buy jalebi, out of 10 jalebi maker, I may buy your jalebi, or I'll give you a chance to supply your jalebi once. That okay, let's try this thing because they are talking about this thing. The third thing is upgrade equipment. Like you are having a machinery. Buy a new machinery which is more energy efficient, better for the environment. So this is all expensive thing. Or you train your employee. You tell your employees to do some courses and you pay for that courses. This is one more expensive way of doing things. Now, I have showed you the free ways. I also showed you the expensive ways. I have not shown how to use my company's services to do that thing. And I will not tell that thing because that is not for, this seminar is not for selling. So now how to integrate UN SDGs and sustainability. So now what we do for free. So we are not selling, correct? We help NGOs with free workshops to integrate their NGO with sustainable development goals. It is a 4-hour exercise, 4-hour exercise. And this happens in 4 sessions. So 1 hour each. So today we sit for 1 hour. After 1 week, we sit for 1 hour. And then again, we sit for 1 hour. And at the end of 4 hours exercise, you will have a chart how your organization is linked with United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. So I'll show you the chart if I get a chance at the end, that how the chart will look like, and it is free. We don't charge anything because SPSC ambassadors support this thing for free. So we don't charge to NGO. Now for small companies or micro companies, new company, you can say new company or company with less than 5 or 5 employees, we do this service for free. We don't charge any money from small, even if you are going to make money out of what we are doing, we provide our service for free because we want small companies to adopt sustainability. And once they are big, we will be very happy that they started with sustainability and now they are very big. We also support unregistered or home-based business, like you are making something at home, correct? Or you are selling pani puri, say, and you want to associate your pani puri business with United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, we'll help you. We don't need you to be registered with Government of Gujarat or anyone. We can associate your home business with United Nations Sustainable Development Goals for free. Totally free, no hidden cost. Okay. Same thing applies with the individuals. We help individuals for free. Now, earlier we have kept everything free, correct? So now what is happening is the big organizations who can afford our services, they stopped going to consultants where they have to pay big fees, and they started coming to us. So the consultants were not happy that you are giving something free to people who has a lot of money. Why you are doing that for free? So we changed our strategy that, okay, the people who are large, medium or small businesses, will charge them 5,000 pounds. 5,000 pounds is 5 lakh Indian rupee. So the thing which we are giving free to point one, number 2, number 3, number 4, that is worth 5 lakh Indian rupee if you charge. So, but we don't mind if you don't come to us for free. If you come to us for free, we'll deliver it for free. We want to do the right thing the right way. And that is what we are here for. Now, how to learn for free, correct? So I said there are more than 1,000 courses of United Nations. One thing is we can guide you which course you can take based on what you want to do on sustainability. Or we can put you in touch with some SPSC ambassador who is having extended knowledge about the subject which you are talking about, like climate change, or maybe solar industry, or wind energy, or child labor. You select a topic, we will give an SPSC ambassador who can guide you on that topic for free. So they will talk with you for half an hour, 1 hour for free. They will not charge any money for it. But if you have a big project in mind, definitely we can't request our SPSC ambassador to work for anybody for 2 months or 3 months or 4 months for free. Then you have to pay money accordingly to the SPSC ambassador, not to us, directly to SPSC ambassador. So now what we do, correct? This is all what we do. This is the business advertisement, correct? So now I'll not keep this slide for longer. We do free United Nations Sustainable Development Goal integration. We do free verifiable SPSC ambassadorship certification to individuals, which can even help you get a job in international market. We do free verifiable SPSC ambassadorship certification for organization, but organization we are choosy. So if 5 people applies, only 2 to 3 organizations can get it. Not everybody can get it. So we are a bit choosy about giving our certificate to the organization. We provide free United Nations Sustainable Course Guidance. And point number 5 to point number 11 is our business. So I'll not talk about it, where we are going to charge. So thank you very much for your time. And I hope I have given you information which is beneficial to you and which should help increase your business. Because why you need business credibility? You need business credibility for 2 reasons. One, to increase your business. Second, to increase your profit. And this is what this webinar was all about. Thank you. Thank you very much for your time. And I am open for all the questions and anything which has come up in chat box.
Thank you, Parin Bhai. And sorry, initially I'm not in position
Sanjay, I
to.
can't hear you. I think you are talking, but I can't hear you.
Now, I think signal is very clear from beginning, sir. Hello, sir. Are you able to hear me?
So I'm going through the chat box. So Aditya Vidyasagar is saying, please share the link to become SPSC ambassador. Aditya, definitely we'll share you the link. One thing what I'll do is I'll share you the link over here, as well as I'll share the link with Sanjay Bhai. So Sanjay Bhai can send an email to everybody. So everybody has that particular link. Let me open my website. I'm looking on the second screen, so please excuse me. So the link for SPSC ambassador is here. How can I type it? Sorry. So the link for SPSC ambassador program is already there. Now Mahek is asking, please sir, can you provide us link of course in email? Yeah, definitely we'll provide you the course link in email. But what I'll do is, before we switch off, I'll also provide you the link over here. But Mahek, you are free to contact me on LinkedIn, or over here I'll provide 3 links, or I'll provide one link. Let me provide 3 links of United Nations. There are 45 links total I have. So I'll provide you 3 links out of 45. So the link number 1 is here. Link number 1 of the course is here. This is the first link of United Nations climate change, which I use it. The second link is of United Nations. Again, it is called World Bank. So World Bank link is here. You can go over there. If you find any difficulty into it, then please contact us. We'll make sure that you can do that thing. And this is the third link, Mahek. This is of World Trade Center. This is again a part of the United Nations. And these are all free courses. And most of the courses, if they are 2 hours plus courses, so if it's a 20-minute or 30-minute course, that will not give you certificate. But balanced courses, which are 2 hours or plus, they will also give you a certificate of United Nations, not my certificate, United Nations. So Mahek, I hope I have answered your thing by giving, okay, now Paul Ingardwe, by giving qualitative service, quality and goods. Yes, Paul, thank you very much. You can definitely, I understand this is basically about how to increase credibility. Yeah, definitely. Quality service is very much important, and quality of goods is very much important. If you talk about United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, and if you don't give quality service, you cannot just upkeep your credibility. Now Andrews Raja says good quality of the product and service. Definitely, Andrew, I fully agree with you. And whether you integrate with sustainability, whether you integrate with United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, or whether you associate with any quality certification or anywhere, anything, or Amitabh Bachchan even. But if you don't provide good quality of product and service, Amitabh Bachchan will not be able to help. So, Mayakali, because of the topic of the webinar, to know new latest opportunities available, B and Balaji, to know new latest opportunities available. Yes, Balaji, I don't know whether this webinar was useful to you to know about the latest opportunity, but I can tell you, if you're looking at something latest, then if your organization or you or your employees or your friends wants to be different from others, sustainability, United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, CSR, this all thing can differentiate you and can help you project yourself or your organization in a good manner with the European or American organizations. Now, Sanjay Bhai, has sent some link, March certificate.
Yeah, sir, it is
I
a
don't know.
feedback
But
link, and
now, before I close, what I'll do is I'll share you my LinkedIn profile. So, and I'm open to connections. So anybody wants to connect with me on LinkedIn, please feel free to connect with me. I'll share my LinkedIn profile. So
Parin bhai,
it's very simple. The last name changes in the LinkedIn, and it is just as simple as Parin. That's it. linkedin.com.in and Parin. So now you all have my LinkedIn details. Feel free to send me connection request. And if you are stuck in any of the courses, one of the SPSC ambassador will definitely help you to guide you through, because we are here to help, and there is no charge. Our fees zero, United Nations course fees zero, everything is zero as far as our thing is concerned. So this organization or SPSC ambassadorship is not meant for making money. We are being paid money through our profit making business. So that is how it is. And Sanjay bhai, I can't hear you. I think there is a problem with your mic.
maybe the signal is very much clear from my side, sir. I mean, you can check.
I
Maybe
can't hear you. I don't know whether others can hear you or not. So
let me ask.
I don't know. Maybe some problem with my mic.
See, dear participant, am I audible for everyone? Please, will you respond yes or no?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Maybe there is some problem with my mic or speaker. So now
Yeah.
I can hear you all.
So I mean, since beginning, you know, it is fine from last immediate after 10 minutes. But anyway, it is really wonderful session that you have conducted. And I express our sincere gratitude on behalf of all development sector community. And I also request participant to share your feedbacks, you know, the single line of feedback as usually we do. And I also sincerely apologize for we are not able to make the session yesterday. But I think we shared the link with everyone today. So I think the session is worth attending. Sir, we have recorded the session. And with your kind permission, we will also put to in our Facebook page. Is it so?
Yeah, no worries at all. Yes, please. Don't worry.
And
see, whatsoever I have said is nothing is confidential, and everything what I have said is based on someone else judgment, like United Nations or the big organizations. So only thing what I have done is I have tried to compile 10 things and put together in one presentation. So I don't consider myself as a superhero.
So and thank you that you have also shared lots of learning resources, right? And you also mentioned that how we can think, and maybe whenever you give time to us, we definitely schedule the virtual workshop, because most of the people, they are doing for the social sector organization, and we are observing them as a change agent, right? So they have very good intentions, and they are committed, devoted people. So they definitely help other businesses or other individuals to understand the sustainable development goals in more meaningful way. And they will also help to understand that how one organization can contribute directly by designing the system, right?
Yeah.
So thank you, Parin bhai, for your time and support that you extended, and you have joined all the way from UK.
So it's my pleasure. It was my pleasure. Now I'll share you my screen for last time. One more minute.
Yeah.
So if the people who are into they want to integrate their business with United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. So what is the end product? I'll show you the end product. How it will look like.
Please,
so,
sir, please.
So that at least they know that what we are talking about. So I'll share the screen and share it. So assume that you are entering the workshop of integrating your business with Sustainable Development Goals or United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. How will that final product look like? So this is the final product which you are seeing on the screen. The
Sir,
right
is
side would be,
it possible to make it little zoom or something?
yeah, we can, I can, but only
Yeah,
thing is,
yeah. I made it. I did it. So yeah, wonderful.
so
So
this is
it's
the final product of what you, the first column is basically about your day-to-day work, what you do. The second is your core service, what you offer, your organization, NGO or anyone. The third thing is about the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal target. And the last column is the goal itself. So this is the output of that 4-hour exercise which we do with NGO or charity or what to say, the small businesses. So we do it 4-hour exercise. After 4 hours, you will get this product. So this is all free. We give you PNG file, we give you JPEG file of this particular chart. We make the chart for you. So you don't have to even pay for that JPG file or chart or anything. We do everything for free. We have to pay money, correct? We have to hire a designer to design for you. So we pay for it. You don't pay anything about it. So everything is free, but you need to be either NGO charity or an individual or a home-based business or a micro company or new company. If you are big company, it is not free. Then I can guide you how to learn to make this chart. I can give you a link that this is a link, you go and do this course and you will be able to do this kind of chart yourself.
wonderful, sir. Wonderful. It is really, really well. Actually, many people are doing so much good activity, but they are not able to link it.
Yeah, you
With
are absolutely
SDG
right.
because of a lack of awareness, sir.
Yeah, you are definitely right. They are doing good. Now you tell the world that you are doing good, correct?
Yes,
Yeah, you tell
absolutely.
the world you are doing good. So now see, thing is, what works for your business is basically when you want to export to Europe or UK or anyone or any big company, your website is what works for you. Because the buyer, the procurement team, if I want to find out about your company, I'll not give you a phone, I'll not ask you to send me email. I'll go to your website or I'll go to your public profile like Facebook page, LinkedIn page of your company, and then try to find out about your company. If I am convinced about that thing, something good, I see something good on you, then I'll start discussing with you. If I don't see something good, you are out. 100 people have asked me to buy their product. So I will only talk to 5 people out of 100. So only 5 people who I think has something good mentioned about sustainability or sustainable development goals or something good about them on their website or the public profile, basically. Sanjay bhai, carry on. I am done now.
Yes, so I think it is really well concluded session, sir. Before concluding the session, I would like to say something that, sir, what the things or motivation that bring you in the business? Because see, now the session is over. Just I request participant to stay for 5 minutes. Just I wanted to ask that what motivates you to have such kind of in a niche business?
See, thing is there are there are 2-3 things. One is business. Business is about making money, correct? So that is one thing. And there is something which you don't make money. So what works, how it works for me, for my organization? We want to make money, correct? But the thing where we make money, I have not spoken much about. Where what we do free, we have spoken about. So why we do as an individual, correct? If I ask you a question, who are you? Who are you? So, Sanjay bhai, how will you answer?
For me, it is tough right now, sir.
So now either you will say, I am Sanjay Vanani. Second thing, what you will say, I say, no, I don't want your name. Who are you? I am saying. So Sanjay bhai will say, I'm a professor. So I say, no, I don't want your profession. I am asking, who are you? That is your profession. I don't want to know about your profession. So Sanjay bhai will say, I have 10 business. I say, no, I don't want to know about business. I am saying, who are you? Then you will say, I am a father. I have 2 sons, one girl, and I am a husband. Then I'll say, no, I don't want to know about your personal life or family. I want to understand, who are you? So when somebody is asking you a question, who are you? Is they are asking you, who are you as a human being? Okay. So that is the question. So now when you ask this question to anybody, somebody asked me the question, same question. So I had to answer that thing. So I answered it. I am an MBA. Then say I am an engineer. I worked with these companies. My name is this. I achieved this many medals or gold medal and this and that and everything I answered. They said, no, who are you? So lastly, I had to answer, I'm a human being. Correct? So now human being has a characteristics. They make themselves happy by doing something. They make themselves unhappy by not doing something. So the question or the answer is purpose. So what is your purpose in life? Correct. So what is my purpose? I have to find out my purpose. I have come, I have become an engineer, I have become an MBA, I made this much money. This is all good friends of mine and everything. People know me for 30 years that I have been a good person. So now that doesn't make things clearer. But what is the purpose of my life? So what I want to do before I die, that is very much important. So now there are 2 things. To do something good, you have to make money. Correct? If you don't have money, then you have to ask somebody to give you money. So you have to make money. At the same time, you have to do something good. So SPSC ambassadorship is about doing something good for others, for NGOs, for individuals and everyone. And the place where you make money is the purpose. Purpose is, our purpose as an organization is to accelerate sustainability through procurement and supply chain. Supply chain starts from the place where we do the mining, and it ends where we do the rubbish, like garbage, or what is it, you can say recycling point or waste point. For products, for services, supply chain is everything. Like HR department has their own supply chain, because HR department will have their own suppliers to provide their HR services. So basically the plan was that, okay, I'm into procurement. I have worked into supply chain, most of the part of the supply chain. I can contribute something good to the society because of my experience. So we thought that, okay, let me do something on sustainable procurement and supply chain, something for making money, something for supporting the world. So this is where, Sanjay bhai, the answer is. So it started with who am I? And then I have to link back that, okay, how can I help the world?
Yeah, so well said, and it is really wonderful, and we really appreciate, and we also inspire others to walk in the same line. Actually, this is every almost Thursday we disseminate the session on different topics, and this is our routine lecture series that usually we have, and you are also aware about it. So thank you, sir, for joining us and sparing your valuable time with us. And unfortunately, yesterday we are not able to schedule the sessions due to the technical reason. But anyway, the things are really well, and the session and the topic or content that you share with us, it is really useful, and we really appreciate, sir, your work and your time to us. So on behalf of all learners community over here, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to you, and we wish all the best for your businesses. And we also happy to take certain your free services that you talk about. Maybe whenever you get the time, we can schedule the courses, 4-hour courses that you talk about for NGOs, because most of the organization they wanted to understand it. So whenever you give time to us, we schedule it, right? So thank you all participants for joining us, and once again I express my sincere apology for not able to schedule the session yesterday. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, and namaste from my side. I'm very sorry if I have not met your expectation, but please, please, please let us know if something has been missed out or we should cover in deep, and I'll try to improvise the presentation to help, because this is not about making money. This is about communicating something which can help someone.
Yeah. Thank you, Parin bhai. So if you permit, we will end the session over
Yes,
here.
yes, please. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much for calling me.